I was in a MrBeast YouTube video. Now, I know to a lot of you that might seem like a great thing. You might be saying, oh, congratulations, Mr. Emerald Man. I'm sure you won something, you know, a brand new Lamborghini or $1,000. But no, this was way back. And I'm not talking 2 years or 3 years or even 4 years. I'm talking about 5 to 6 to maybe even 7 years ago when being in a MrBeast video was actually a bad thing. Now, as many of you may or may not know, depending on how old you are, MrBeast used to have this intro way back in the day when I was in middle school, and I'm pretty sure he was still in high school, called Horrible Intros, Bad Intros. I forgot what the name of it specifically was, but basically he had this series called Bad Intros. And what he would basically do is he would have this little submission thing where you could submit horrible intros that people would find on the internet, and he would react to it. Now, these horrible intros were mostly made by people who had, you know, very low sub counts, so being in a MrBeast video would be career ending. Your channel would take a very big blow and you will never be able to live it down. Now, luckily for me, I actually managed to survive that. I managed to dodge a bullet. So let me just get into the story. So basically, what had happened was that I had made myself an intro, which wasn't really too bad, and I was actually pretty proud of it. And so I had uploaded it onto YouTube. And this other guy, who at the time I guess I was friends with, not entirely sure if we still are. I talked to him in a while. But basically, he saw my intro that I had made. He had commented. He had asked me for an intro to make for him. And so I was like, you know what? I made my intro. It seems pretty cool. Screw it. I'll make him an intro. So I made him an intro. It was literally, I remember it very clear to this day. It was white text. It was a white background, like almost like it had a little bit of a green hue to it, I guess, or like an eggshell hue. And then with green letters stating his name. I forgot what his name was, and I'm truly sorry for forgetting that if for whatever reason you ever decide to watch this. I think it had some like gamer in it. His name faded in, and there was like a ukulele background on it, and that was it. That was the entire intro, and I felt pretty proud of that. So I uploaded it to YouTube, and I told him, "Hey man, I uploaded it to YouTube. You can record it and then use it for your video or whatever. Go ahead." And that was that. For like a few weeks, I would want to say a month. I don't really remember, since this was when I was like in 7th grade, I want to say, or like 8th grade. But for a few months, that was that. And then I got this text from a friend saying, "Hey man, your intro that you made for this guy made it into a MrBeast video." And at first I didn't believe him. It just kind of seemed a little bit improbable that, you know, my video would be able to be seen by MrBeast. He wasn't really like this massive big YouTuber, but he did kind of have a big sub count. I think I remember when I made it on, he had over 100,000 subscribers. But anyways, my friend claims that my video, or my intro that I had made for that guy, made it onto a MrBeast video. And so I looked through the video, and at first I didn't believe him because I didn't see anything. I wanted to like skip through and just to see if mine was there, and I didn't see anything. So I told him, hey, there was nothing there. He's like, are you sure? Because I saw it. And so I go back, I actually watched the video, and for a very, very brief second, my video appears. Now, it was only, I want to say, like 30 seconds of the whole thing, and I still remember MrBeast's reaction. So first, what happened was my intro played, and then it was MrBeast staring at the camera. I don't think he said a word at all. He just stared at the camera, and that was his entire reaction. He kind of had like a bro face on, but still, that was his entire reaction. I was like, holy crap. First of all, one of my videos made it onto a MrBeast video, and second of all, I better delete that video as soon as possible, because I know that soon the MrBeast fans are gonna start rolling in, and I will never be able to live it down. And so I go onto the video that I made, I checked the comments. Sure enough, there were like 2 or 3 comments saying like, came here from MrBeast or something like that, but I didn't hesitate. Within 3 to 4 hours of MrBeast video being uploaded, I had deleted mine, and that was that. I didn't get any more hate or negativity after that. No like dislike bombs or anything like that. It seemed like I was in the clear. But unfortunately, the guy that I had made the intro for did not make it. He was not in the clear, and from what I can remember, he actually got dislike bombed, and he gained a lot of subscribers, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure those subscribers were just there to dislike every single one of his videos. I remember like going onto his video and like trying to support by liking it, but it just seemed like no matter what I did, there was just a whole, obviously like one like isn't gonna change much, but there was just like a whole bunch of dislikes. I remember like his video after the MrBeast video ended up getting like 100 dislikes or something like that. And then after that, it was always just like the dislikes were always greater than the likes. So unfortunately for him, he didn't manage to escape the jaws of death, but I just barely managed to escape, you know, my fate of, you know, being another one of the bad intro victims. But yeah, anyways, years later, I found out that that friend that had warned me about being in the MrBeast video was actually the one that submitted my bad intro into the MrBeast submission thing for bad intros or whatever. You know, that's my little story of the time I managed to make it into a MrBeast video. I just wanted to tell it because I just remembered it and I thought it was kind of crazy. You know, that I had managed to make it into a MrBeast video way before it was actually cool or a good thing to make it into a MrBeast video. But yeah, that's my rant. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll give you a cookie.